Hi everyone, we're back here with another episode of the Floof and Feathers YouTube channel. For anyone new just joining, if you just happen to catch this by chance, my name's Perry, and I illustrate and write the Floof and Feathers webcomic series. It's a comic strip that I publish online, inspired by our real life pets, our two dogs, and as you can see here on the screen now, our cockatoo, Olivia. I've been drawing this series for a couple of years now, just doing some videos showing the kind of comic creation process as it comes to life. So this is the newest episode of the webcomic series that just was published earlier this morning, as of when this video comes out, it's Friday, September 23rd. So if you're watching this, that's when the newest comic strip just came out online, called Taste the Rainbow. You'll see why later on as this progresses. I know right now it's just kind of the red preview outlines as I'm getting things set up for myself. This is always the first step that I do before I do the final outlining and the coloring and shading is I'll go through with a red pen and just kind of get an initial positioning of characters and props and things, and just so I can figure out where everyone needs to stand, where their little dialogue balloons need to go, and of course doing everything on separate layers. You'll see that in Procreate as the little layer tool drops down as I do each new piece. And that way, if anything needs to be repositioned or resized or flipped or anything, I can easily do that without having to erase and possibly destroy entire other sections of the comic as I work on it. It just makes things easier in the long run. It's one extra little step, but it pays off in the end. Especially with you can see here, Olivia's food bowl is going to be in three of the four panels. So rather than redrawing it every time, because that was originally kept in its own layer on Procreate, I can just copy and paste, drag and drop, and that saves me a little bit of time, even with just outlining. Anything you can do to save time and make it easier on yourself, uh, always helpful. This one, Taste the Rainbow, is the first Olivia-centric comic that I feel like I've done in quite a few weeks. The last few weeks, if you've seen some of my previous recent videos, or if you've been reading the series online, the last few weeks have had a pretty good mix of Olivia and then our two dogs, Finnegan and Pippin, the three of them interacting, fairly fairly balanced mix between the three of them. But occasionally, every few weeks or so, I'll try to give one of the three of them kind of their own standalone story in the series. So this is just one centering around another one of Olivia's goofy little antics, habits that she has. And if you've seen my previous videos, if you've read the series online, then you know that she certainly has a lot of those. That's one of the great things with writing a comic series about your real life animals that you have at home, is that you will never ever ever run out of source material. It's great. So in this week's episode, for example, Olivia. Uh, and I don't know if anyone else has a pet bird, whether it be a cockatoo or some other type of parrot, or even, something smaller like a parakeet or anything. Just let me know if your bird does this too. Because Olivia has this strange habit where it seems like every few days or every week or so, she will pick out one color in particular in her mix of food pellets that she just decides she doesn't like. We get her the Zupreme, like little colored fruit pellets. That's what she mainly eats. We mix in like other dried veggies and some nuts and stuff too, but that's kind of what we what she gets mainly in the morning. Um, but yeah, it seems like every couple of days or every week or so, when I'm refilling her bowl, it'll be like all orange pieces left over. And then a couple days later, I'll go to refill it, and she's eaten all the orange and everything, and then she just leaves all the yellow. She decides, oh, I don't like yellow now. And then a week later, I'll be refilling one morning, and it's just all the green pieces left, and she decides, oh, I don't like green now, and there doesn't really seem to be any real rhyme or reason to it. She just kind of every few days or so, she will just suddenly decide that there's one particular color of her food pellets that she has now decided she doesn't like, and she won't eat it that week. And I'm not sure why. I don't know what prompts this. Like I said, as far as I can tell, um, we haven't really been able to discover any real rhyme or reason, any pattern behind what prompts her to dislike one color from one week to the next. Um, it just it just seems to kind of be, as far as we can tell, a random happenstance that, oh, I don't like yellow right now. Oh, I don't like green. Oh, I don't like orange net today. It's just very bizarre. But yeah, so anyone else out there who has a pet bird, if you have those kind of colored food pellets, something similar to that, if you give them, just give me a comment. Let me know if your bird also does that. I'm not sure if it's just Olivia being weird. Like, oh, I mean, let's be honest, she's weird. She's a weird little creature. But this habit in particular, I'm not sure if it's just one of her quirks, or is this something that other birds do? Is this some kind of habit, some kind of pattern? I don't know. Olivia is the first parrot like this that I've ever had. I've had other smaller birds before, but uh, didn't really have the colored food pellets with them. So I don't have any personal history or experience to base this off of. But but that being said, I thought this would be a really amusing subject for one of the comics here in my web series. So you see here, it's like you can see it at the top of the panels. It's labeled like every couple of days with her changing her mind about what color she doesn't like and just getting increasingly frustrated and agitated because the color that she now likes is missing, and there's too much of another color that, oh, I've suddenly decided I don't like this one. Like in the first panel it's going to be green, and then it's, oh well, hey, all the green pieces are missing. Where are they? Why is there all this orange? I don't want orange. And then here in the third panel that I'm finishing up right now, she's angry because there's too much purple. She doesn't want the purple that week or that day. Um, so yeah, it's just, this is something that she's been doing for, I think, probably as long as we've had her. Just one of those really strange little quirks of hers that we've just kind of gotten used to. But again, it just being so silly and unusual, it was just the perfect kind of thing to make a new comic strip on for the series. And it's one of those ideas that I've been sitting on for a while. I've been meaning to actually draw this comic for, I think I had the idea to draw this, I mean, probably over a year ago. And it's just taken me this long to get to it because our animals are forever just getting up to more and more antics. So I just constantly have a back catalog of ideas. But as you can see, here is the finished product. I finally got around to drawing this one. So if you want to read this one, in a little bit, more up close detail instead of just staring at it here on the screen with me talking, You can find links to my website where I house the entire Floof and Feathers series that is in the description down below if you want to give that a read, along with links to all of my social media. So if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or TikTok or anything, give me a follow, say hi, and just watch some more of these adventures. That'd be a lot of fun, and I'd love to see you. And one other thing I just want to close out mentioning, Floof and Feathers is also on Patreon. So if you want to help support the series even more, you can check out that link, which is also below in the description. And if you, excuse me, if you do choose to support Floof and Feathers on Patreon, you'll get access to all kinds of great bonus content and rewards. You'll actually get access to those preview sketches early on in the week before these final comics come out. You can also participate in reader polls. You'll get exclusive wallpapers and sticker packs that I release every month. Just all sorts of really great rewards that you can get if you sign up to support the series. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in any of that. Anyway, with that being said, though, really appreciate everyone sticking around to watch. Hope you enjoyed seeing this video of the latest comic strip in the series coming to life. And hopefully, I'll see everyone back here again next week for more. So, thanks.